Nigga comes out and says his true passion, puts his true heart, his emotions, the pain that he's dealing with his baby mother, his child. When a nigga gets to a point where it's like, I'm sorry that right now, like, this is getting me a little riled up. It's just like, I'm a human being, bro. Like, I feel what you niggas feel. I go through the things that y'all go through, bro. Anybody on this comment list, anybody watching this right now, if you have ever been at a place where somebody has, for the day, just been like, yo, fuck you, or somebody just hit you with a bad comment and niggas are going at you, or any celebrities that have been at a place where niggas are just coming at you, imagine just going through that for 3 months straight, just niggas, and you know that you're a talkative nigga that will say, nigga, nah, but you have your hands tied behind your back because legally you can't put anything else in jeopardy, because it's not about Instagram at that point. It's about the well-being of my family and the mother of my child and my child. And at that point, I had to make a decision of whether or not this was more important, or Instagram likes and understanding of this, or whatever case was more important. Like, I've never been a person that's I've never been a person that's not expressed how he feels. There's things that I feel today, and I want y'all to understand something. Through every single thing that I'm going through the judge or not the judge, the accusations and the charges of 22 years and everything, I keep a smile on my face. Why? Because I know what I know. I know what I know. And at the end of the day, I'm not afraid of certain things because I gotta be strong for the people around me, dog. I have to be, because they can't see me weak right now. They can't see that. I can't allow, my fans can't see me weak right now. I can't allow them to do that. And I'm not a weak person. I pray to God, this whole experience has got me so much closer to God and made me understand certain things about certain people and how they gonna operate when something happens. And it made me realize this is how people operate, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is another thing I want to address on, and I don't care who look Nigeria and bring our people back, because that's the motherland. That's where we all come from. In some sort of way, in the bloodline and the ancestry, that's where we all come from. I just wanted to get that off my chest.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2.
All right. So you all heard the live from Tory Lanez, and so we will open up the phone lines if the people have something to say. But he did deny shooting Megan, and he pretty much called Megan Thee Stallion a liar. So he did deny it, and I know people is tired of the story. I'm tired of reporting on it. I know it, but again, he did deny it, shooting her in the foot. So of course he bringing some things up. Yet again, we're still yet dealing with this story. I don't care how much we talk about the story, it's always something new. It's always something popping with this story. And of course, he denied shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Of course, I will have the phone lines open up if anybody want to call in. If you all missed that live, we restrained it for you all so y'all can see it. I caught the tail end of it, but again, he denied shooting Megan Thee Stallion and pretty much called her a liar and was setting him up. And he did say he will bring back Quarantine Radio back in October. He will bring it back. So, of course, they said that she stepped on glass. He's saying that it was all lies. But again, TMZ reported that it was bullet fragments that was removed from her foot. And that's what they have reported. And so that's what a lot of people is going from. I do believe that she's still a victim. And why is he talking when you have an open case? Why are you talking about an open case before you've been charged? So he's talking about an open case, and he have been charged, and this is an open case. So why are you bringing it up and talking about this all on your social media? They said, what did he say? So he did deny it. He did deny shooting her, and that is what he did. He did definitely deny doing so. And what's going on in Nigeria, they're having problems with their government. The police is ending lives over there. I had somebody reach out to me in Nigeria that is a producer. It's a lot of stuff that's going on over there. They're fighting for jobs. They're fighting for justice. They're fighting for equality. So a lot of people say, hey, I'm so tired of dealing with this story. Well, this story keeps on. It keeps on. It always updated. It always update with this. Of course, we always like, okay, he going live. We all thought that he'd be releasing some music, but he went live and he addressed. Now, if anybody want to call in, do y'all feel like he should have went live and addressed Megan Thee Stallion? Y'all can let me know in the comments. Me personally, I don't think he should have went live when you got an open case. Okay, when you have an open case, I don't think that he should have went live. When you have an open case, you should have left that alone. Why go live when you have an open case? Okay. She tweeted, this ninja is generally crazy. That is what Megan Thee Stallion just tweeted out. Let's show this this tweet. Let me hurry up and show this tweet. I'm gonna post this tweet to y'all so y'all can see this tweet. Give me a second. Let me show y'all this tweet that Megan Thee Stallion just tweeted something, and I'm gonna show it to y'all so y'all can see what she just tweeted, because we definitely get the update soon as a celebrity tweets something. This to me is like literally breaking news. Of course, let's go to the phone lines. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Well, good evening, Wiley. How are you?
All right.
Good. Listen, I agree with you. I really don't think that Tory should have went live, given the circumstance that it is an open case. Anything that he says can be used against him. I also agree that what Megan posted was used against him to help build the case, and a lot of cases are built off of social media right now. So I really don't think that was a good move. And I think his attorney advised him against that, but I think that he went against his attorney and did the live anyway.
Yeah, because I'm like, if you got an open case, you shouldn't be talking like that, player.
And not only that, he spoke his piece on his album. So if you already spoke your piece and you just told us in the live, you express yourself through your music, you told the whole story through the music. I mean, I listened to the album and I was able to get his part of the story. So I don't think that he should have went live with an open case. I think that was very, very stupid of him.
And it's very risky too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it could definitely be used against him. So that's just my thought on that.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. That is the number. The number is 646-716-8447. The number is 646-716-8447. And that is the number. 646-716-8447 is the number if you're calling in. You can call in. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
Okay, I think it's a bit hypocritical for anyone to think that Tory should not have went live when everybody criticized him for dropping an album opposed to going live and speaking his piece. So it's like he's dang if he do, he's dang if he don't. The case was open from the day Megan Thee Stallion decided to go online and identify him as being the one to so-called have shot her. That was already going to be an open case. It was already being investigated. So people were mad at him because he decided to drop an album opposed to going on live and saying outright, I did not shoot her. So now he gives you all what you want and people still have a problem with it. It's like he's going to be criticized and crucified until this case is over with, which I think that us as people, we should not do, because just like he stated, we have to do more than just say protect Black women. We have to protect our Black men too. And he clearly stated that he received the call from Rock Nation 2 days after the incident. This was before Megan Thee Stallion posted any type of statement on Instagram stating that she was shot and it was not glass in her feet, that told him not to make a statement. So he's clearly saying the same thing that he said in his music. He's saying it again live publicly to his audience. So, I mean, it's like you all want blood from him and you don't want to give him an opportunity to speak his piece. But if he don't say anything, then he's going to get, called this person that did this to Black women and he's not protecting Black women. And he's been shown his music is not on Spotify. You can't find his music, which is basically what he was saying. His music has been pulled. He didn't even go #1 trending on YouTube when he had almost 5 million views within the first 24 hours of dropping that first song, Most High. Whereas you got Megan Thee Stallion that went #1, which her song only had about 800,000 views. So he's basically saying he's been shown since this whole incident has happened. So I don't see nothing wrong with him speaking.
But can I interject though? What would you would talk when it's an open case? What that can hurt your case.
Yeah, it can hurt your case if you don't say anything, and it can hurt your case if you do say something. It's like his case has already been hurt, because remember, his case is already played out in the public. So right now, the public is against him. When you have cases that's played out in the public and the public is against you, it's kind of hard for you to dig yourself out of it. So the public was against her from the day that Megan made that statement. When Megan got online and stated that she did not have glass in her feet and she was shot with the intention to be harmed, and then she jumped on live and said that Tory shot her, she already has put the public against her, so she's already garnered public sympathy. So in the public's face, he was guilty. Everybody was scrutinizing him. Everybody was criticizing him. Even the people who thought he was his friends turned their back on him and said, oh, how could you shoot a black woman? How could you do this? How could you do this? How could you do that? So, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but when you're being scrutinized in the public, I mean, why would you not be able to defend yourself in the public?
I feel you on that, but I feel like if you have an open case, I believe that he should listen to his attorney and not speak. That is my personal opinion.
Well, I'm certain that his attorney probably told him to go ahead because he didn't speak on the specifics of what happened. He was basically reiterating the statements that Meg had made. That's basically what he was doing. And he was saying that how she jumped on live on his birthday with some jewelry he gave her, and talked and then said that he was the one that shot her and this nigga Tory shot me. He was basically saying like how a lot of her actions were calculated. He was basically given a dialogue of the situation that happened. He did not get into specifics as to exactly what had happened, but he was basically using her statement to bring it back to the public's forefront how it happened. Like, you know, from her making an IG post to her going live to her doing this and to her doing that and her twerking at DJ Khaled, and then she's showing her foot and how she didn't get shot, how she said she got shot in 2 feet, then she showed 1 feet. It didn't hit no bones or tendons. He basically was just reiterating the stuff that was already put out there. But he said that I did not shoot her. I did not do this. So he said it to the public. I didn't do this, but he didn't give any specifics. So I don't see anything wrong with that. I say like, it's like, dang if you do, dang if you don't. But I don't think we should be just tearing down people from one side of the story. You know
All
what I'm saying?
right.
Like,
Thank
we
you.
shouldn't do that.
Thank you. I'm going to go to the next caller. All right. Next caller, we're going to 4713. Caller, you on the air.
Hey, Wiley, what's going on?
Hey.
So I do want to say I agree with every single thing the previous caller just said. She just hit it right on the nail. Right on the nail. Another thing, the people in the comments saying, oh, well, why is he speaking now? And blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, that man, you listening to him speak, you could clearly tell that man is not dumb. I'm pretty sure that man consulted with his lawyers and they came up with what he could say and what he couldn't say. That boy didn't say anything out of the norm that would, like, you know what I mean, affect his case or what they have going towards her. I do think it was interesting how he spoke on how he got the phone call from Rock Nation, because like I previously called in weeks ago when we were talking about this, and I do believe Rock Nation has a lot to do with it, and he pretty much confirmed it. You know what I mean? And like I said, I agree with the sentiment that he should be able to say what he wanted to say. Y'all sat there and listened to Megan tell her account of what happened. Nobody was saying anything about that. And then, like I said, the public was so easily persuaded by a one-sided story. Let that man get out there and say what happened. I don't think he said anything that was bad or anything to bash her or anything. He just gave his account of what he thought happened. And like I said, I'm all about the whole protect Black women bullcrap, but like he hit it right on the nail when he said, okay, well, if you got shot, why did you jump back in the car with me? And why did you protect me to the authorities and the paramedics and stuff? If somebody had just put you in great bodily harm, like she said, he made a good point about that. You know what I mean? So like I said, we can't go with this whole, oh, we got to protect Black women when the Black woman that's in the situation isn't trying to protect her damn self. It makes no sense. And he hit it right on the nail. And I do think, just by listening to him speak, I think in court, he does have a good case against her. I do think, listening to him speak and all the details of everything that has been released, I do think that he will get off from this. You know what I mean? Like, I do believe it. Because like I said, there are a lot of inconsistencies in this story. So I do think Tory Lanez is going to walk free. And I hope he does. And that's all I got to say.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. 7986, calling you on air. 7986.
Oh, that's me. Hey, Wiley, what's up? It's
Hey.
your boy, Sharon, the place of Dallas.
Hey.
I'm calling in because I agree with just like the guy just said that just called, and I agree with him as well as the caller before. It's kind of iffy about this whole situation between Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez because there's a lot of inconsistencies in just the story and just a lot of things that make you go, you know what I mean? I do agree with, how do you get shot in your foot and you're out here still able to do what you've been doing? I'm not a doctor. I don't know how. I've never been shot, so I don't know how any of that works. But it's just a lot in it. Inconsistencies within the story. I love Meg Thee Stallion's music. I'm all about protecting our women. But at the end of the day, it's about, like they said, protecting everybody. Protecting the black woman, the black man, the black child, the white woman, the white man. Everybody deserves to be protected, especially if it's in an instance of domestic violence or just some type of entity coming up against someone in an unjust way or in an unfair way or in a violent way or in a way that's just unfair, And I just hope that this whole situation pans out for both of their favors as well as just the community at large, so we can just learn from their mistakes and then, just move forward. And just really, gun violence should be something that people really need to talk about. Some people that have access to guns shouldn't have them. Maybe this is the lesson that should be taught from this. But I think there's a lot of things that are going to come out once the trial happens. And I think that a lot of people may be very surprised with exactly what went down that day and how everything was chosen to be handled. But I wish them both the best. I love both of their music. I won't cancel anybody because, like the court of law says, you are innocent until proven guilty.
All right.
And I enjoyed the show, Wiley. Keep doing your thing.
I enjoyed you. Thank you. Thank you. The number is 646-716-8447. That is the number that people are sounding off from all across the country. 1862, calling on air. 1862.
Hello.
Yes. You live on air. Go ahead.
Hi, how you doing, Wiley?
Right.
How you doing tonight?
All right.
This is what I want to find out. Okay, the doctors that worked on Meg, wouldn't they have to tell the police if that was glass or gun fragment?
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that the police, that the doctors that worked on her is going to say, oh, this glass that was in her foot, tell the detectives that's working on her case that, oh, it's glass in her foot, and no people still going to come weeks later and then charge her? Is that possible?
Come on. I don't think that's possible.
I just want to know because, like, I looked at Tory Lanez. He said glass, but I'm wondering, like, why would the detectives go all through the route of picking him up? Don't charge, don't pick nobody else up. If you notice, Megan has got quiet. It's no more talking about it like the detectives or her lawyer.
Megan did tweet something. Let me pull up her tweet. She said this quote. She said, "This ninja generally crazy." So she just tweeted that.
Yeah. It's nothing wrong with that. But basically, you would have thought she would have got on her live and then starts telling you little facts like what he did. Like, say, okay, let's go live for live. Because,
right, but she did go live.
Right
but to her, she did go live a couple of months ago. And she said
she went live months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, she went live months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, after that live, when she went months ago, you ain't heard nothing else coming out of her about that. Because it's like, why should I do any more talking when he got to deal with no police thing? And that's why you see the live that he's doing. You see the 3 callers that you got before me? That's what Tory Lanez was for. For those kind right there to pick up on it and say, But it's not the public's decision to say We could, you could have us here debating it and saying, oh, well, he did or he didn't do it. Somebody did it. That's the part that's being left out. Somebody did it. It ain't like just like this girl just got gun fragments in her foot and they just came from nowhere. And he gets arrested for a gun. And everybody's drunk. And then he quoted every story that was quoted, but he never quoted the story when they said he shot at her and said, dance be damned. It was just going around in circles just so you could get the public to get in a frenzy and start saying, yeah, Tory said, yeah, Tory said, yeah, Tory said. But Tory never said what really happened. He just put up him a case to say, I'm a good guy, and then he gonna end with the Nigeria bit. That's just to like put that big bow on it and say, don't think about my problem, because I'm not thinking about my problem. I'm thinking about the people in Nigeria. Man, come on, man. He might as well just sit back and just wait on those people and see how they gonna deal with them. Because out here making these lives just to make them, all them people doing is sitting there looking at those lives and dissecting it just how we dissected it. But the thing about it, his future, his livelihood ain't in our hands like that. All they right. Got him there.
Well, thank you. Thank you so very much. I'm going to go to the next caller. All right. The callers are calling in. They are calling in today. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing, Wiley?
Doing all right.
Okay, I love your show. I just wanted to say that. I believe it's all one big setup. I believe that because from the whole outcome, from how Megan Thee Stallion went, she went live months ago, and then Tory, he went live and stuff like that, and everyone in the car is supposed to have been drunk or whatever else. It looks like a big setup. She's not really talking now. She's on quiet mode and stuff like that. And it's not adding up. None of it's really not adding up. As soon as he got close to dropping the album, and here it comes. Now he's supposed to have shot Megan Thee Stallion. So it's just not adding up. It's like they had it in for him from jump, from the start. It's like Tory Lanez's name had been ringing from jump. It's like they had it in for him. You come at him like that, so. Just not making any sense. It's not adding up at all. And for everybody to keep saying that he did this and he did this and he did this, well, nobody there, first of all. Everybody that's saying this, and they talk about walking, he hasn't been spoke up. I don't think he said anything when he just spoke up or whatever else. I don't think he said nothing that'll hurt his case or anything, because he was pretty much saying what he was talking about in his music. But at the same time, I don't think he said none that'll hurt him, for it's like his lawyers. I'm pretty sure he's not stupid. I'm pretty sure he got consent, and his lawyers, if he didn't really know what to say to open up on live, they pretty much directed him through what he can talk about and what he couldn't talk about, because your lawyers will let you know that as well. But to me, I just believe it was a setup. I think Tory Lanez is being set up. And then they were saying that Megan Thee Stallion is supposed to be a transgender, all that stuff, and she's not cute at all. Without the makeup, I didn't see her without her makeup, and she's not cute at all. So she's not somebody that somebody will be running around ready to kill her about not being with them, because she was putting herself out there like she was this and that, and she's really not all that. So I'm not going to hold you up, and thanks for hearing me out, Wally.
All right, thank you so very much. Okay, the number is 646-716-8447. That is the number. Let me bring it. Okay, we got 7762 calling you on air.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
How you doing? Okay,
right.
Now I have a few things to say. First of all, I watched his live, right? And never once in his live did he ever say, I did not shoot her. So let me tell you another thing that's what's going on. Once Megan got on her live and said, Tory shot me, that's when the investigation started. That's why Tory never got locked up before Megan said that. She said, Tory shot me. That's when the investigation started. Now, mind you, they talked to Kelsey. They had to talk to the security. Now he out there talking about, Kelsey and Tory was in the bag struggling with the gun. He works for Tory. So we're not even going to listen to them. They started their investigation, and that's how them charges came against Tory. They had to talk to everybody that was in that car. They didn't just automatically charge him. It started when Megan got on her live and said, he shot me. That's when it started. Now, all the rest of them, that lady that just got off, she was a hater. Just pay attention. This is why Megan is not really saying nothing else. She just said something on her or Twitter or whatever she did. She said something, but she's not getting into details. Tory, on his live, he said a whole bunch of nothing because he should have started off by saying, I did not shoot her. He did not say that. He went all around in circles talking about the fragments and she got cut. He's just trying to cover his ass. He is guilty. He is guilty. They would not have put them charges on him if he was not guilty. They talked to Kelsey. Believe you, they talked to Kelsey and they talked to that guard and they talked to Megan. That's how he got them charges on him. They did their investigation. Period. Thank you, Wiley. Love you.
Bro, thank you. All right, the number is 646-716-8447. 9452, call you on there.
Hey, Wiley, this is Ebony with Black Peapod, and I wanted to give my thoughts on what's going on. So your last caller, she made some good points, but she's not absolutely correct because we have to remember what he was charged with. He's charged with felony assault. This charge means that he does not have to have touched Megan. It means an unlawful attempt. Megan does not have to be injured. Megan does not have to be shot at, but an attempt to harm her has to be present. So I believe that the DA possibly is going to push a narrative that she was injured from his reckless behavior, not so much that he shot her because of her conflicting stories. She said one time her back was turned. They had what she was saying. So I do believe that the DA is going this route because they want to get him on the fact that something happened to her. And this charge is so fluid that she doesn't even have to present medical records. She doesn't have to be injured for him to be convicted. And for him to get on live and talk about this against Tory, you didn't already told us in your album that she was innocent. Why are you getting on live again to try to manipulate her story? The real question is, why did he get on live today? What prompted him to do all this? Because ain't nobody was talking about this until he got on live. So just curious, but I love your show. Bye.
Bye. All right. The number is 646-716-8447. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
I just want to correct a lot of weird misinformation that your callers are saying. So you have two celebrities here, right? You have the first, what Megan was saying initially when she talked to the public. People have no idea what statement she made to the police. They have no idea if she actually sat with a charging DA or ADA and told them what happened. If you think that they charged somebody with an allegation of shooting someone else and they didn't see her medical records that would indicate it's consistent with her being shot, you're out of your mind. It doesn't make sense. No DA is going to say, oh, well, it could be, glass, but let's charge him anyway. That doesn't make sense. If her story wasn't consistent, if it wasn't verified by witnesses, this man wouldn't have been charged. I'm not saying he doesn't have a way of beating this case. I'm just telling you, let's just use our common sense and understand that there would have to be some corroborating evidence before this man is charged. If she just cut her feet on glass, this wouldn't be charged. It wouldn't make sense. So I think what you're having is a lot of people who are fans. You have women talking about how attractive she is or how attractive
isn't. These victims don't have to be attractive to be abused.
A lot of want that just want that pain. Yeah, so they just
exactly.
Want, yeah.
But there's women who've been shot and killed and beaten and molested. You may think they're busted. So what? Their looks have nothing to do with whether or not they're victims. So people just need to kind of calm down. I understand. I'm not a fan of either one of these people. I really never heard Tory Lanez music. Maybe heard 2 songs from Megan. So I'm not in it like that. But I'm just trying to explain to people, please know that the reason they took time was they actually did an entire investigation here. And I guarantee you they have witness statements. They have medical records. Just kind of chill out and think about it logically. That's all I wanted to say, Wiley.
All right. Thank you so very much. All right. The number is 646-716-8447. Last caller 2074. Caller, you on air.
Hi, Riley. How you doing?
All right.
Okay, I want to say one thing. They need to look at the setup. The setup is that Rock Nation is right across from the police station that Toy got locked up at. Not only that, Pamela Hurd is one of the Congress people there where this man was being convicted at. Rock Nation ain't nothing but a setup. They done set Chris Brown up and numerous of people that went solo. So people need to understand and really look at Rock Nation. They are bullied. They just like Suge Knight, just want to take stuff from black men. She's trying to get like Rihanna, stay right on that run so she can be famous. That's all I got to say. They setting that man up.
Oh, I hear you. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so very much for calling in that they said, okay. But I disagree. I think that he's guilty. And I just think that he just wants the public to be on his side. That's what I believe. I believe that he just wants to get the public on his side. And that's what I personally believe. Now, if anybody disagree with that, they can always call in. But I personally believe he did it. And I think he went live today to get the public perception on him, to increase the album sales and to increase quarantine radio. That's what I believe. I really believe that. They're doing that to increase quarantine radio. And he want to get the album sales increased. I think he's guilty. I think he pulled the trigger on our sister, and I'm protecting that black woman. That's what I believe. I don't believe in this conspiracy, that Rock Nation. What I do believe, he's bringing these names up because he know people are going to do a conspiracy. Let's go to the phone lines. 2427, call you on air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Hey, this Night Rider.
Hey.
Okay. So I can tell you this much. The reason Tory is talking out today, because he went in court, he gave his deposition, which means you go in court between both lawyers and it's a judge there also. You sit at the table, and I guess you're the defendant, but the respondent table asks you a lot of questions. The judge will chime in and you give your statement. Everybody was deposed today. Everybody was. Meg was there too. That's why he's able to speak out today, because it's on record, his account of what happened. So it's not like he's making it up. And the main thing I found funny was Meg made all this, all these accusations, but she said nothing happened at Kylie's house. They were at Kylie's house at a party. Whatever happened at Kylie's house outside. They left the scene of Kylie's house. I don't really believe it was ever a gunshot or no shooting. I think that the Hollywood Hills was tired of these niggas having these loud ass parties, and they called 911. She may have got cut because me and my best friend not gonna be together, and the nigga shoot me, and we hop into the car, and it's two of us and one of him, and he a little gremlin half a nigga. We're not doing that. And another thing, everybody keep on talking about, oh, he just doing this stuff for clout. It's gonna come out. She was never shot because in no police report, no hospital report, do it ever say that Megan was shot. She said that. She said that. In none of these reports, they said it was an object. I've stepped on glass, and another thing, I've been shot before. They don't stitch up bullet wounds. They pack them because they want it to heal from the inside out. So that's all I gotta say.
All right, thank you for giving us that
Tory
insight.
said makes a whole bunch of sense. I get the protect the Black woman, but don't play with that because I'm a former victim of domestic violence. So I get the protect the Black woman, but don't play in my face like that.
All right. Thank you so very much. The number is 646-716-8447. 6151, Carly on the air.
Wally.
Go ahead. What's on the subject?
Tory Lanez is innocent, Wally. Come on, come to the right side, Wally. You know Tory Lanez is innocent, man. Megan Thee Stallion is out here selling pipe teams, selling wolf tickets. Come on, man. Come on, Wally. You know this chick is lying. She talking about she want to protect the Black man. She trying to keep the Black man down. Everybody always run around, protect the Black woman, protect this, protect that. Maybe we should be protecting Black on Black crime, Wally. Am I right or wrong?
I feel you, but I just respectfully disagree. I do believe Tory Lanez shot her, and I do believe he need to be charged. He needs to serve some time. That's what I believe. I don't believe the DA will be filing charges if it was all a lie.
What, Wally? Can I ask you a question, Wally?
Go ahead with your question.
Was there any gun residue? And I'm pretty sure you're a blogger, so you were able to look at the police reports and stuff like that. If they didn't find any gun residue on him, how did he get bail?
We don't know all of the case of what the DA had, but what we do know, they filed charges against Tory Lanez, so he has some charges against him.
Well, I mean, the charges against him is because he went online and said he shot her. That's the same thing as a chick saying that you beat her. They're going to come get you, and then you have to prove that you didn't beat her. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
I mean, I'm not trying to sway how you think, Wally. I don't want you to think that.
You can't change because my mind is already made up. But the DA have already filed. He have his day in court, and I personally believe that it was foolish for him to even speak on this when this is an open case. This is an open case, not a closed case. This case is open.
But Wally, the only thing he did was just speak on stuff that Megan Thee Stallion.
I would have never spoke on it with an open case. No lawyer will give you the pass to speak on something that is open because it can hurt the case.
Yeah, they say that, but if the stuff is already out in the marketplace, what you hold it back?
Even if it's out in the marketplace, you still got your day in court, and you don't want to mess up your court case.
You got a point there, Wally. You got a point there. Great show, man. You know what I mean? I'm always going to support you, brother. Keep doing your thing, man.
All right. Thank you so very much. 0782, call you on air. 07.
Yo, what up?
Hey.
Yeah. First of all, I'm a man of a certain age, and I just was clicking through YouTube, and I kind of digested. I wasn't really up on what was going on, and I kind of digested what y'all talking about. So, you know, I'm of age. So my mom and pops always told me is to follow the money. And all you got to do is look at the record companies, who they working for. Universal, Interscope, and then you got Rock Nation, which is under, who's Rock Nation underneath? Do you know?
I don't know who is Rock Nation under that, but I know Jay-Z owns that. But go ahead.
Yeah, he doesn't own that. I'm talking about who the money.
No, I don't.
You don't know. Well, I don't know nothing about this. I was just clicking through YouTube. This came up on my channel. This is some nonsense. Just follow the money. That's all I gotta say.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. All right. Let's go to the next caller. 7762, caller, you on the air. 7762. Hello.
This example, what you just saying about.
You got to turn me down the background. Hello, 7762. Okay, you got to turn me down the background. Everybody, shout out to all the callers. Y'all are calling in from all over the country. Y'all is calling in from all over the country, and y'all have a lot to say about this matter. So I personally want to say thank you. Y'all is calling in. Y'all got a lot of stuff to say. So if you're calling in, make sure you have me turn down the background. 7762.
Shut up.
Hello. All right. You got to turn me down the background. All right. So let me read some of your comments. The hospital she went to verified that it was gun fragments in her foot. Yep. The hospital, you got to bring that up. They said too many conspiracy theories tonight. Great show. Right. I'm just believing that he did shoot her, and he need to serve his day in court. He need to have his day in court. And that's what I personally believe. And of course, we posted the live that he did on our Facebook. And also, let me see what the Shade Room, what was they caption? Let me read what the Shade Room wrote. The Shade Room wrote, Tory Lanez insinuate Megan Thee Stallion's line, sharing that said he steals her friend. They said Tory Lanez went live to further discuss the Megan Thee Stallion shooting and accused Megan telling an inaccurate story about her side of things. He said that he still consider her as a friend. Roommates IG won't let us post. Hold on for a second until we are able to post again. Then they posted Megan Thee Stallion said that Ninja genuinely crazy. Then they posted this. They said Tory Lanez talk about the narrative that doesn't care about black women. He talks about that as well. Then they also post this. Tory Lanez questions why Megan Thee Stallion would have gotten back in the car with him if he had shot her. He also says she used the black car as an excuse for not giving him up to the police. And it's another post that the Shade Room. Tory Lanez expressed the hurt he felt from his peers in the industry following the incident with Megan and the backlash he received after dropping his project. And it was another thing. Tory Lanez dissected the night that Megan Thee Stallion was shot and questions her injuries. He also went into details about never having any prior history of abuse. Said, I don't deserve this, in reference to how he's been treated publicly. So is this overall just a hot mess? Overall. 7762, you live on the air. Hello. Okay. Yeah, it's overall just a hot mess. And we all see this. And it's you know, if this was genuinely like, I don't think that his lawyer gave him permission. I'm still stuck on, I don't think his lawyer gave him permission to speak on this. I do not think his lawyer said, here you go, bruh. You go ahead and speak on this situation. Even though this is an open case, I don't believe that his lawyer gave him the okay to do that. Because if you have an open case, why are you posting something so publicly? Why are you yet doing that? I just definitely don't believe it. Let's play a little bit more of it. Let me go to screen share and post what I posted on Instagram. Maybe we can listen to it a little bit more. Let me go to my IG for a second so we can look at this a little bit more. Let me go to IG. Let me see right here.
He says, I was walking away from the car.
Okay, let me screen share. Let's play a little bit more of this.
She says, she puts this in capital letters. She says, I was walking away from the car and I got shot in the back of my foot. She doesn't ever show the other foot that she claims she got shot in. And I'm not trying to, again, I hate that this is coming off like I'm trying to come for her and whatever cases, but this is what I'm having to endure and watch when I'm knowing certain facts. So it gets to, this place where I'm just like, bro, like, this is not me, and I don't deserve this. Like, I don't deserve to have to go through this. Like, I never have been somebody who's had domestic cases. I've never hit no woman. I've never had abusive cases with no woman. You can't pull those type of facts up on me. I don't have those. So it's like, I just didn't understand why I'm going through this. So now it gets to this point where she posts this picture of her foot and everyone's seeing certain things and everyone's, saying certain things about